Right. Welcome back, guys, to this channel. So we are back again on the road. I'm doing a site inspection for this project here, which is now we are looking at the roof framing. If you recall, I think a few weeks ago or last year we came here, end of last year we came here and we were inspecting the wall framing, and then I took you through the wall framing aspects of it, and then we broke off for Christmas. So we are back again. We are back on site, and so what we are going to do today is that we are going to inspect this roof here, the roof framing. The boys are getting on with the job, and yeah, so I'll just start showing you around. Most of the trusses has been done for the extension, so you can see that. So I just came to notice to show you a couple of things. So these trusses are actually prefabricated, so they come already manufactured on site. They come already manufactured from the factory, and then they are just connected, and then even the connections are specified. So these connections here and those ones are actually specified. There has to be a certain kilonewton specification. The other thing is that I just noticed a couple of things here which I'll share with you. Is that you see this member here? We don't allow those joints. So what the boys will do is that they'll just have to come back and later on take this member out and put on a new member that is not cracked. But basically the rest of it is looking good. We allowed for 600 overhang for the roof, so they've allowed for that in the trusses all the way, so we don't need to do any outriggers. And then in terms of safety, there is a safety net, so when you're walking on the roof you won't be able to, if you trip accidentally, the net can catch you. And then if you look around, all of that, the whole of the roof is enclosed in sort of a shelter, so to protect it from the elements, to protect the timber from the elements. And there's another thing here that I want to show you. So basically this roof is not a very complicated roof. This is a hip roof. This is a simple hip roof. It's not very complicated, and so the boys are just going on steadily trying to install it. However, I want to show you something that is very tricky, because this is an extension. Normally in an extension, what we wanted to achieve is a seamless connection between what is existing there, that house that is existing, with this new one, so that the roof is one seamless connection. Normally some people would go just with having like something like an internal gutter here, you know, some sort of an internal gutter here at the edge of the roof, at the edge of this roof. But we try to avoid that, because then that will give it a sort of an ugly look. Because at the end of the day, when this house is finished, what we want to see, one whole building, one whole house, and so that it's not easy to tell which one is the new extension and which one was the original. So what we've done is that we're going to repitch. We are opening up a small section of the existing, like they're opening up there. See, now they're measuring that ridge. We're just measuring that one up. It's gonna come through, and then we're gonna have a hip Originally this was a valley, so we are getting rid of that valley. We are repitching that bit there, and then we're gonna have a hip that will come down, and then we'll join with we'll join with that ridge there, and then we'll have a small ridge somewhere here, and a valley that way, and a valley this way. So at the end of the day, what we have is going to be one smooth roof, which you will not be able to tell what was extended and what was existing, which is a good way to have everything all as one. So yeah, the guys are just working on that extension, that bridge at the moment. Other thing that we need to note is I'm gonna take you down there, and then I'm gonna talk about that firewall there. Right there, we need to do a firewall in that corner. So I'm gonna take you there, and then I will show you. Yeah, so I'm gonna take you down there, and then I'll show you, I'll talk about the firewall. But let me show you something else here. So we've got this particular ridge here, from here all the way to there. It goes down, and then we'll create another one in between the two roofs, and then that will be joining the two roofs, a hip and a ridge on that side, and that should seamlessly join the two roofs, and it will all become like one whole good roof. We already got the roofing tiles similar to those ones, similar to the existing ones, so that's all going to be good. I'm quite happy with, they did a double toplet here. So under there is the 90 by 45 toplet, and then up top we have a 145 by 35 toplet, and that is the one that will hold the ceiling once you come to do the ceiling framing. Yeah, so it is taking good shape. I wanted to show you this, guys. This is how we do roof framing. For my Kenyan builders, like I always say, I'm doing this video to share this information for you guys, because I noticed our Kenyan builders, you have your own way of doing things, which sometimes doesn't add up. But on this one now, after the trusses, the guys are gonna come and put the purlins, and then they'll put roof underlay, and then they'll cover it. So purlins will go on top horizontally, and then at specific spacings, and then we'll have underlay, roofing underlay, and then they will put on the tiles. So basically this is how the roof framing is going ahead. This is a job that hopefully by end of the week it should all be sorted and covered, and then we can get inside and start doing the lining. So you can see that ridge is coming along. They're putting that ridge across, which is really nice. What happened is that in the plans, I show you, let me see if I can show you the plan that we are using to do this roof. Just open my thing here. Where is it? Just bear with me. I'll show you something. Parallel. yeah, so I've got it here on my thing. That's, I don't know if you can see, that's the ridge that they are doing. It can be seen, cannot be seen properly, but it doesn't matter. But that's basically what we are working with. I'll head on down. Yeah, I quite like how they are doing it. It's exactly the way that it was designed. So there hasn't been any major issues. They seem to have gotten it quite right. So yeah, really good. So that's going to meet the other one. And we should be back on in business. That was a technical detail that was seemingly going to be a little bit challenging, but eventually we sorted it out. I love coming to site. I love being on site and sorting out these sort of problems. It's sort of a thrill. And here we have the tiles. You can see the tiles. These are metal tiles, sheck really. These are called sheck metal tiles. So they are same color as the existing tiles over there. Want you to notice this enclosure, like this safety harness that that is protecting the roof. We have to do this the way the scaffolding is done to just protect both the new extension in here. It's like a house within a house, It's quite an interesting thing the way we built here. Very well scaffolded. Let's go down and then I'll show you guys what I wanted to show you about the firewall. This here, yeah, so that's just your eaves overhang, about 600. All they're doing it, so they probably need to do, there's a bit more they need to finalize, like those nails need to come out. Not sure what they're doing with that, but those ones say they need to come out or go in. They have to decide. You can see when they are riding here, we specify trusses at 900. So normally these are spaced 900 apart, and the builder has written there they should be 900, and then maximum 900 apart, but at the end that is 460. So they normally would check the plan and then make sure they write it down so they get it right. Yeah, so basically again we're making progress with this extension. Hopefully in the next couple of months we are done and dusted here, and people can move in, happy clients can move in. I probably will have to come back and show you guys the finished connection there. That was quite a challenging detail, but eventually we managed to get it. So we'll come back and I'll show you the finished detail. So I'll go down and I'll talk about the firewall, the fire rated wall. So I gotta climb down the scaffolding and head back down. It's a very hot day today, so let's head out this way. This is your jib. This is the material. This is the lining that has been gotten. Right, so this one here is your firewall between what is existing and this is the new one. So we've got to do a double wall with at least 2 25 to 50 millimeter gap in between the two walls, and then we're gonna put jib barrier line. So there will be, that's your barrier line there. We'll put that one in, and then yeah, that's your jib barrier line. This piece here, that's the fire barrier. They put that one in there, and then you're gonna put your insulation, and then you're gonna cover it. And then up there we're gonna put mineral wool. Up there we're gonna put some fire resistant or fireproof mineral wool. So basically, like I said, last time we came here and we did a framing inspection. So the framing now is all done. Those bits there are, I think, for the ceiling. I showed you about those blue tacks, blue spaces there. Those ones are used to lift the these are about 10 mils. They're used to lift the framing from the concrete to prevent moisture ingress. And then what they'll do is that they'll spray here with the fireproof foam. Oh, sorry, with not fireproof, with water resistant waterproof foam to prevent any air or whatever from coming in. But yeah, basically guys, this is what I had for you today. Come here to look at how the roof framing is going on. Your ceiling will basically come under here, will be joined under there, so we'll have like a jib clip for the ceiling that will be fixed across there, and then they'll put the ceiling boards there. What else? Yeah, so progress is going on well in this one. We'll return again in a few days time to talk about the finished product. Maybe on the next few days we'll come and see the whole finished roof, so that you can see that it's going to be a very seamless one whole roof that you can't tell whether this is an extension or is part of the new. It will all be seamless, and it will really look very nice. Yeah, so guys, I'm just gonna end this video here, but is one of the projects that is coming along quite well. And like I said, I'll be taking you through all the stages of building. So we are almost done with the structure, you know, the basis of the basic structure of this project. Then once we get inside, we are gonna start doing the internal lining, so covering up the structure, basically using non-structural elements now. So the jib lining, the insulation, the roofing, etc., etc. So that's where we're gonna be heading next. And yeah, thank you for watching. As always, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, like, and share. I'm posting educative content on design and construction, and I'm using live projects that the clients have allowed me to use. There's that truck there, man. It's cleaning. You see? They've got that noise is from that truck. It's a cleaning truck. See that? They're normally cleaning roads. Yeah. So like I said, this is supposed to be educative content for those interested in construction and design. Or if you're doing your section, let me know down in the comments what would you like to know. If you want something similar, let me know down in the comments below. One thing before I go, I just noticed, you see this one here, they've written out BLPH 1, 2. So this is a bracing wall. This is a breast wall. So they are gonna put the Jeep bracing with those specifications, and the bracing is basically to help with the lateral forces, to help prevent a resistance, to resist the lateral forces. And then if you look at a wall detail, this one here is building paper. This is what we call building wall underlay. So this one, they are starting to once they finish the roof framing, they've already put that beat up, so they're gonna put it all the way across. So they're gonna like cover this. It's like a blanket, so it's a moisture barrier that prevents, so this one is a moisture barrier that prevents moisture from getting into the building, but at the same time it allows the building to breathe. If you think of a building as a living organism, it needs to be able to breathe in and out. So internal moisture needs to somehow find a way to go out, and external moisture needs to be prevented from getting in. So the building paper does some of that work, apart from, of course, cavity. So when we are doing the cladding, I will come again and show you how we're doing the cladding, because on top of this building paper, we're gonna put cavity battens, and then they're gonna put now the cladding. Yeah, so guys, I'll end this one here, because this GoPro can only be on for about 20 or so minutes, otherwise the camera starts overheating. But like I said, I share building and design content with a bit of entertainment content here and there when I get time to do that. So please subscribe and share. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, so please share and subscribe, because like I said, I'm just building an organic channel of people who are dedicated to want to learn and understand construction for their own purposes, just have this extra general knowledge about construction and design. This is everyday knowledge, it's not rocket science, and I'll be sharing it of things that you can look for in your own building, or if you're dealing with builders, some of the things you can ask them, etc., things to do with bracing, etc. Yeah, so guys, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. I will leave you with some of the images of this continuing construction project.